This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night match. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Virginia Beach taking on the Eagles of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Did a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
throwing on first down. Wilcox.
Quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilcox. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Wilcox. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Lumberjacks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Play action. Sweet. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Trying the left side with Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They run again with Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no move. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And that's going to be incomplete. Wilcox too good there. Top of the ball 3, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now they'll change things up. To throw on 2nd down. Sweep. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. What they needed there, the drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The Eagles had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Tucker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Draw play. Here's McAllister. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And they'll run with Tucker.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On the ground, it's Tucker. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A nice carry there of 15 yards.
They run. It's Tucker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Sean Tucker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point down the middle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Very little time left on the play clock. Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And Walker once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Running left is Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back in the 40. So it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, Wilcox. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Looking to throw on second down. Sweep. That's caught by Tucker. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Sweet. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st down, Sweet.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle they go with McAllister. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Sweet.
A short throw to Musgrave.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down. Sweet.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is.
And he'll get it. He's in there for the touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see the sideline. Special teams defense and said we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Third down and 13. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about coverage recently, the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Open man is Tucker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards him.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Sweet. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Sweep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Sweep. Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tucker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sweep.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tucker. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And nothing there after the catch, but he does get this down to the 43-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Sweep. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. defense. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on second down. Wilcox going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Wilcox. And he goes down. It's a sack. Again, back at his own 3-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Wilcox. His pass complete to Ruckert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on the 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.